Introducing Christ Among Us, an easy-to-understand commentary on the Divine Liturgy according to the writings of the Holy Fathers and the experience of the saints. This is done by New Rome Press. It is authored by George Danias and Christina Hatzithanasi-Dania, with illustrations, beautiful illustrations, by Hatzithanasi-Dania, and it is a beautiful, wonderful little short book that's written for children and young people that outlines the kind of configuration of the Divine Liturgy. And I don't know if I've shared this, but I've recently, in the last couple weeks, was able to get all three of my young kids baptized into the Orthodox Church, which was an absolute blessing. I have a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old, and an 18-month-old. And in that vein, I figured I would share some resources that I'm using to help introduce them, at least initially here, to the Divine Liturgy. Of course, the most important thing is to experience it. So it also comes with a beautiful little insert here that I'll share with you quickly. Maybe we'll go over that as well. That gives little illustrations and a little blueprint of the Divine Liturgy. And what I'm going to read for you here is the prologue. I'm going to make these videos rather short, kind of just to give an introduction here, and we'll kind of go from there. So, prologue to the English edition. It was with great joy that we received the news of, not this part. I wanted it to, okay, so yeah, this prologue here. So holy baptism is the beginning of our life in Christ. Through holy baptism, the old man dies and the new man is reborn. However, following every birth, life must be maintained through the body's nourishment. In the case of those who receive holy baptism, spiritual rebirth, it is Christ himself who becomes that person's nourishment. He becomes the bread of life. And he who feeds on Christ's holy body nourishes his soul for eternity. Proper nourishment during an individual's childhood sets the foundation for good health and for the remainder of his life. Similarly, a conscious participation in the Divine Liturgy from a person's childhood sets the foundation for their spiritual health and progress. It provides all the spiritual provisions for a lifetime. Elder Cleopas, a well-known Romanian elder and one of the most important contemporary personages of Holy Orthodoxy, tells the story of a young boy who, upon following the celebration of the Divine Liturgy, while at prayer in his room, was found worthy of hearing the angelic choir. In other words, he was blessed to reach an elevated state of mind, like those who have a vision of the divine light. Elder Cleopas emphasized that this young man was, in a very short period of time, able to reach this sublime spiritual state because of his good and pure thoughts, and on account of his mindful participation in the Divine Liturgy and the other holy services of our church. It was later revealed that the young man was Elder Cleopas himself. With these thoughts in mind, we decided to publish a book about the Divine Liturgy intended for children and young people, a need we ourselves keenly felt as the parents of 7 children. We based our project on the Divine Liturgy, a contemporary in the light of the Fathers by Eremont Gregorios. The stories that we've included here were taken from the remarkable book, Miracles and Revelations from the Divine Liturgy, published by the Holy Monastery of Parakletos. We offer this book as a small contribution and aid for every young person who wishes to place the Divine Liturgy at the center of their life, as well as for the parents and catechists who work closely with children. Being aware of the sublime nature of the Divine Liturgy, we have not presented a mere simplification of the meanings of the mystagogy, since we know that a right understanding of the service comes from experiencing it. It should also be said that while we have emphasized certain aspects of the Divine Liturgy, we do not thereby intend to devalue those parts and have received less attention in this book. We hope that the inclusion of stories and illustrations will assist the conscientious reader in their effort to better understand the Divine Liturgy. We wish to warmly thank Elder Gregorios and the Brotherhood at the cell of St. John the Theologian, Kutlominosio Monastery, Manathos. They embraced our efforts and shaped the final outcome with their suggestions and corrections. We also wish to thank the Holy Monastery of Pereklitos for permitting us to use the stories from Miracles and Revelations from the Divine Liturgy, as well as our illustrator Paraskevi Euthanasia Antanantou, who utilized her God-given talent to illustrate this book, as well as all those who assisted in this effort. And the drawings are really beautiful and simple. As a kind of example. The book is full of them. Again, it's easy to read, clear, concise, and I'm going to share a few more readings for you. So let me know what you guys think, and I will see you next time. God bless.